So the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction is upon us, and these are the things that we can do to leverage and tap on the energy for ourselves. And before we go any further, I just want to remind you that you can actually get all of these on website at thirdeyesay.com. Okay, and it's actually the blog post here. So a conjunction is basically when two energies are aligned together in a single sign at the exact same degree, and the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction doesn't happen very often. It happens actually every 13 years. And what's even more rare about this conjunction is that it's happening in the sign of Pisces, something which hasn't happened since the 19th century. And being Pisces is a big deal because both Jupiter and Neptune rules the sign Pisces, which means that both its effects would be very amplified, very powerful in the sign of Pisces. So I don't really want to spend too much time what this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction is about. You can read it on my website. What I will quickly do is to say that this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction is really good for you to come back to yourself. It's really good for any spirituality work. So I have some suggestions as to how you can leverage on this placement during this period. So these are the dates in which it's most in effect. So the very first idea is to surrender to your imagination. Whether you are a writer, a poet, a musician, the key is to surrender to your imagination and really just go with that flow and just see, whatever comes up and just put it out there. You will find that it's a lot easier to move in that sense of flow and that sense of oneness and sort of create from that space. And even if you're not a creator, you're not a writer, taking some time to actually just go with the flow and just journal whatever comes along, that would actually really help you. The next thing you can do is to take a retreat, take a holiday to sort of reconnect and recalibrate yourself with that oneness. Sometimes in order for us to move back to the oneness, it's really important for us to be in a space that actually allows that. So actually taking a holiday, taking a retreat will actually allow you to do that. And the third one is probably the most obvious. Do some kind of a spiritual practice. The Jupiter-Neptune conjunction is the perfect time for any kind of spiritual practice such as tarot, Reiki, channeling, simply because you're more in flow and you're more able to expand that surrender and that sense of oneness to the divine around you and within. So if you want to receive a message from the divine, this is the perfect time for it. Lastly, make a wish. Because this particular conjunction is about exploring new possibilities, taking the time out to really just, write down your hopes and wishes, and perhaps ritually standing up there can really help you to get the desires that you really want.